Girly drinks, we drink beer and beer and beer, beer, beer. No
yeah,
champagne
baby.
Or girly drinks, we drink beer and beer and beer, beer, beer.
Whoa, gotta get that off the screen. There we go. What is up, everybody? Rod J back in the house. Had the wrong thing up there for a second. Welcome back. It's a Friday night, and I am in the house to celebrate International Beer Day with all of you out there. Don't know if we really need an International Beer Day nowadays, but if it's on the map or the calendar, rather, why not? And last night, thanks for all you that joined the live stream. We had National IPA Day. So look at that, back-to-back days of beer celebrations. So I decided tonight just to put something up here to talk about International Beer Day for maybe some of the people not familiar with it. Why do we have International Beer Day? What are we going to get into? But first, I have to give a shout out to Killian Margolis from Southern Communications, who actually put the idea in my head when he reached out on behalf of Paulanwer USA and also Tsingtao, and actually sent some beers. And so I'm going to actually share the beers they sent. They sent me a can here of the Paulaner Oketberfest beer to celebrate for today. And they also sent me one of the Tsingtao, which if you saw the unboxing video I did earlier before launching this tonight, that was actually one of the new non-alcoholic beers. So we'll let you know how that actually tastes. But yeah, back-to-back nights doesn't happen all the time, but we're going to roll with it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Tater in the house. Great to see you again, my friend. Cheers. Glad you could come back to a back-to-back episode. We got Paul, PA Brew News, in the house. Cheers, brother. Always great to see you. We got Chris off the tent in the house. What is going on, homie? Sneaking away a little bit at work, I think, there, because you're still working, right? Get a little break. I appreciate it. Paulie, let's go. Yeah, it's a little delay there getting it started, but that's all right. We're rolling. Yeah, every Thursday. The good thing about YouTube is it's on replay, right? So it's still out there. But we had a good time last night talking to some of the IPA. We all drank IPAs and kind of broke down some things. And maybe after I do this tonight, we might do some more Love the Cream. Might have Todd and Shannon in the wing. So we'll see how that actually works out as well. But yeah, this is fun. This is nice. As Paul says, free beer is the best beer. Yeah. So wasn't expecting to do an Oktoberfest beer yet. Usually I don't, it's the beginning of August, but usually I'll wait to September, which I do miss not being in Cincinnati anymore because they have a great Oktoberfest festival. Paulaner is usually there along with some of the other German breweries. And if you haven't heard me say it before, second biggest in the world just outside Munich for Oktoberfest because Cincinnati has a big German heritage. So they put on a good show there. Obviously not there now, but nice to get a beer from them. And I didn't realize this, so I got the can. I mentioned on the unboxing, but Paulaner is now the number one German beer, as noted on the can as well. So that was kind of interesting to see. But they always have some pretty decent stuff. Chris said off today, worked days this week. Oh, there you go. I saw a few Oktoberfest that hit the shelves already. Yes, Oktoberfest ones are out there. Funny thing is, I have not seen as many of the pumpkin beers hit out there as of yet. Not that I'm looking for them, but usually they're out there in July. Now, maybe I just missed them. They're maybe not as much as they usually are, but have not seen as much. But I'm sure at some point they'll be all over the aisles as usual. But let's go ahead and crack this one open. And again, thank you, Killian, for reaching out here. It's I think it's probably been a while since I've had a Paulaner Oktoberfest beer. I've had it years ago. So this will be a nice little treat to get into. Also, being an International Beer Day, had to represent with the shirt here for my homie Alan, One Flight Down. If you haven't checked out his channel, check out his channel with the Shakluk shirt. So he's got some great stuff happening up in Winnipeg. It's all about being international at this point. So pour into the glass there. Pretty good clarity, which you come to expect from a Paulaner type beer. And nice straw color, nice foaminess. Head came out pretty strong. It's got the aroma. I mean, it's definitely got the feel of the Oktoberfest. You're getting the graininess, you're getting the maltiness, you get a nice sweetness on the nose. Got a nice clean feel to it, taste-wise. Crisp and refreshing as usual. I was a little worried about it because when I got the beer, and True North, I made a comment that I haven't got a chance to reply to it yet. When I did the unboxing, it did come through UPS today. And when I actually took the two out, it did have a little bit of a warm because it was so hot, but put it in the fridge for a few hours and it tastes fine now. A little bit of a grassy appeal on this one. This is actually in a 6% ABV as well. So as far as Oktoberfest type beers, definitely a little bit higher of the ABV. This one here, noted about it. It is noted as the Fest beer version, which is, Fest beer is usually the temper down from the Mersen, but says ever since 1818, we have brewed our bottom fermented Oktoberfest beer during Oktoberfest, Germany's favorite Oktoberfest beer and a true institution in Munich. The glass is full of October sunshine, strong and golden, the perfect balance of a light taste of hops and a strong note of malt, a feast of a beer, which always goes down well. The beer is only brewed for the Oktoberfest. That's where it belongs, along with all the fun of the fair, like the Ferris wheel and roasted almonds. By the way, this had a can date April 24th of this year, and it goes out to April 24th of next year. So they do a 1 year on the Best Buy date. So it's nice when a brewery puts a date of the canned and of the Best Buy. I appreciate them doing that. The fact that we can brew this beer every year for Oktoberfest is an honor and a pleasure. We belong to the 6 breweries, which have the exclusive permission to supply their beer at the largest folk festival in the world, where we serve over 1 million liters in our beer tents, brought to your table by waitresses who can carry 10 1-liter beer mugs at once. And if you've never seen any of the videos of the waitresses that serve up the beers there, it is actually pretty incredible to see how much beer they can carry. A distinguishing feature from other festival beers is the particularly harmony of a balance between the sweeter taste of malt and that of the hops. I give them that. The initial mild taste followed by a stronger note invites you to take a second taste. By tradition, it is only slightly stronger than a normal lager, but the high grade of fermentation makes it particularly easy to drink. Friends of a good beer like to take the time to savor their beer, ideally with a typical beer tent snack like smoked mackerel. I'm not sure if that's a snack I would want to have, or radish with bread and chives and mini meatballs. I will do the mini meatballs. Might do the radish, but yeah, probably not doing the mackerel. So average score on Untapped is actually a 3.55. And I feel like that's probably not too far off of what I'm thinking here. For me, on this one, it is very easy drinking as I put the rest into the glass right now. I would say I do the quarter system with Untapped, but I would say for me, this is probably more around a 3.4 or so. Very easy to drink, nice one to pick up, nice one going down, nice overall feel to it. Very, very drinkable, very crushable. Again, 6% ABV. Nice look on that. You got to get these glasses. These nucleated glasses always enjoy, where you get that bubble action streaming, just taking that appearance of the beer itself. Very solid, and it's decent. And I would say this type of style is one of the styles of lagers I actually do prefer. Now, I will say over the years, probably my favorite international type style to enjoy has been a Rausch beer. I'm really into the smoked beers. I had one of the excellent Curlers 2 weeks ago, I think. So I got a review upcoming on that one. I just haven't put it on YouTube yet. That's probably now become one of my favorite international breweries. I don't know if you guys have some favorite international breweries. Always depends on where you're at, right? Because if you're in Germany, they're not going to be international to you, but maybe you have a favorite American or maybe UK brewery or something like that. But if you guys have some of your favorite international breweries, feel free to let me know as well. Oh, I appreciate that, my man. As Chris says, everyone should like this live stream. Yeah, hit that like. That like is always nice to actually have hit. Does help. Alex, the beer master in the house. Cheers. Doing well. I'm actually good right now. I'm doing a special edition for beers that were sent to me by the brewery, but I definitely appreciate that. Appreciate you as well. Cheers, my friend. And Chris, a hello to Paul. And how about the pigeon wings? The pigeon wings, right? Yeah, that was an experience on the little wings they gave us there, or gave me there. So, what are you going to do, though? When in Rome, you just got to go with it. But body-wise on this one, it's got a medium body. The aftertaste is pretty decent on it, though. You have a nice, good amount of flavor on the back end. Again, you do have that grassy note in there, and that sweetness, that comes through being a lager and the yeast they use. So I'm digging it pretty much. Talking about some of the things about International Beer Day, if you're not aware of it. So International Beer Day is a celebration on the first Friday of every August. It was founded in 2007 in Santa Cruz, California by Jesse. And Jesse, I apologize, but I'm probably going to throw off your last name there, but Aslomov. So you guys read it yourself and you come up with how it should be pronounced. But I didn't find out enough details about Jesse to see if he was someone in the brewing industry or just a fan of beer or a blogger, writer, whatever it may be. But he is credited with the founding of International Beer Day. And it has grown from basically a small localized event when they first launched it into now a worldwide celebration spanning 207 cities, 80 countries, and 6 continents. So it's all over the world, from a little thing that started out of Santa Cruz, California. Reason it's in August. August was chosen for its summer weather and distance from other beer celebrations. So nice little spot to put it in. I guess you go through that, and then the next month you're in Oktoberfest. International Beer Day has 3 declared purposes. Now, if you didn't celebrate it today, it's probably a little too late, but maybe next year. It's 1, to gather with friends and enjoy the taste of beer. 2, to celebrate those responsible for brewing and serving beer. A little extra love to the bartenders and the waiters and the waitresses and the servers and all kind of stuff like that. And then 3, to unite the world under the banner of beer worldwide. Just a day for everybody to have that celebration to come together. Participants are encouraged to give one another the gift of beer by buying each other drinks. Okay. And to express gratitude, again, to the brewers, bartenders, and other beer technicians. I like it. The beer technicians. There you go. So it's definitely a day of giving back and celebration. From 2007 to 2012, International Beer Day was celebrated on August 5th. And then after International Beer Day 2012, the founders took a poll. Fans decided to just make it the first Friday in August. All right, we'll make the switch. And that's how we end up where we're at now. International Beer Day also includes events like tapping of newer rare beers. So if you happen to see newer rare beers being tapped around your area today, it's because of International Beer Day, most likely. All-day happy hours. I'm all about an all-day happy hour. I did not see that anywhere. Beer flights, trivia nights, binge drinking. I don't know if you want to encourage binge drinking. I'm just saying. Games such as beer pong, other stuff like that. Beer food pairings, and also giveaways. So a lot of celebrations taking place. And a nice little way to celebrate beer. Who drinks the most beer? The Czech Republic is the beer drinking capital of the world. They say each Czech drinks an average of 40 gallons a year of beer. That's a lot of beer. That's a lot of beer. So the Czechs are setting the line. So they're the ones, if there's ever like a beer Olympics, which I think some places have tried to do that. If you're up against a Czech, good luck. Good luck on that one. Some ancient supposed facts about beer. It is said the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids while consuming a healthy amount of beer, about 4 liters a day, to be exact. Interesting, because people still can't figure out how they built the pyramids, but apparently they were buzzed when they did it. So maybe that's the secret to it. But it's also said the ancient Babylonians took the seriousness of brewing to a whole new level. And if a bad batch was made, the brewer was drowned in it. That's pretty ruthless there. So it's kind of crazy. If that fact is true, yeah, you don't want to be messing up the beer for the Babylonians, apparently. And then also the Vikings believed that a giant goat resided in Valhalla, whose udders were filled with an unlimited supply of beer. Go and drink from the goat after you die. All right. So interesting tales around beer there. Like I said, you can't really say it's facts, but the legends have been born by telling those stories. Let's check here back on the comment section. Indeed, my friend, indeed. Cheers to Vanessa in the house as well. Brandon in the house. Cheers, Brandon. Just throwing down a couple beers that happen to be sent to me and celebrate International Beer Day. And if you guys are drinking any international beer, something outside of your country, let me know what you're actually drinking out there. I will say one country I want to get some more beers out of, and I haven't done in a while, but I saw somebody doing a review on one of them was out of Poland. Poland has a pretty good craft beer scene taking place over there. Like I said, I've sampled a couple of them. So if you can get some Polish beers, would definitely recommend checking some of them out as well. Chris said hello to Vanessa there. Hello back to Chris. Hey, Alex. Beer Roids. Can you be on a Beer Roids going to Beer Rage if you don't have beer? The Babylonians used base 60 number system instead of the base 10 we use. And they drowned their brewers. So, I mean, yeah, a lot of stuff happening with the Babylonians. It's how they built the pyramids. They were buzzed, and they were just like not trying. They weren't doing it logically. Like if they weren't buzzed, maybe that's the secret. Have people get buzzed, and then have them build something. They'll come up with some new way to do it. So that is all interesting there. But I would say, yeah, if you want to check out this beer here from Paulaner and their Oketberfest beer, I would definitely say it's not bad. I would definitely say go and pick it up. Again, they know what they're doing. They've been doing it for a long time. They're a decent brewery. The cool thing about Oketberfest, when they actually come to Cincinnati, them and the other breweries, is that you get stuff that isn't Oketberfest beers that they actually brew, which is pretty cool. Stuff you don't usually see like here in the States. That was kind of a nice thing about it too. So that was always fun to check out what other things they were actually doing, stuff like Keller beers and alt beers, and it was a fun time. So if you ever get a chance and you can't get to Munich, maybe try to get to Cincinnati in September, and you can actually enjoy Oketberfest there. They got the running of the little hot dogs, the I guess the dachshunds, I guess they are. They also have a sausage eating contest, which I did see Joey Chestnut throw down like 70 sausages or whatever, like in 12 minutes. You see Joey Chestnut do it on TV, it's one thing. You see him doing it in real life, and it's just like crazy to see how he just mashes through this food. So I don't know how he's eating champions, how they can keep doing it. I mean, and the thing like with Joey Chestnut and some of them, like some of the people that do it, yeah, they're big, but some of them are like not even big. Like, where are you putting all that food? Where is it? Like that Kobayashi that used to do it in Japan. Like, how are you able to do that with your body? That's a high metabolism and whatever else going on there. It's kind of crazy. So, but yeah, so I'm digging this one. This will be a good one here. Obviously, it may mention of pairing up with some stuff. I would say, like, if you're going to a festival, obviously the pretzel, the sausages, the anything with like a nice salty base. I do get a little bit of a salt back with the beer, so anything with a salty base would be a nice pairing of the fest beer here. Yeah. And this is like one of those beers you can just drink it and gulp. That's how easy it goes down. So, yeah, not too bad. And then don't you start throwing around the L word, Chris. Don't you start doing it. But I'm going to go ahead and finish drinking this one. Go get the other one. I'll come back and do that. And I'll let you know what I think of that. And it's the first time I'm actually going to have a beer from Tsingtao, even though it is a non-alcoholic one. It'll be nice to see how that actually comes across. I do want to get their regular one so I can put up some reviews on the channel. And they're the biggest, I guess, I would say the biggest beer maker, I think, out of China, I believe. But it's kind of weird because the biggest beer, I think, is Snow Still. So not sure how that's actually being defined there. Love driving, immersed in Oketberfest beers with food. Oh, yeah, drinking and pairing. Yeah. Like I said, something with a nice salt type feel would be good with this one here. Or you can do something like this if you want to keep it light. Like there's some types of salads you can actually have this with as well. That'll actually work too. Like I wouldn't mind having this, even with like something like an ahi tuna salad wouldn't be bad. I think that would pair well with the tuna. And there's also some kinds of desserts and stuff you can do as well. But yeah, not bad. One down. I shall go get the other one and we'll be right back. But I don't want to leave you all in silence. So we'll go ahead and drop a clip in here until I return back in a second.
Stables.
Yeah, I'm looking for a horseman.
A horseman?
A horseman goes by the name of Rick.
Not here.
Are you a horseman?
I could be. What can I do for you?
Friday night, you can see me at War Games. Bring all your horsemen, because I will have Moondog Spot, Moondog Rex, and the Monkey Brothers. Yeah, I'm looking for a horseman goes by the name of Rick Flair.
Don't know him.
Could I leave a message?
I guess.
All right, write this down. Tell him it's Big Dust.
Okay.
The American Dream.
Okay.
Tell him to meet me Friday night, Starcade.
Meet you at the Stockade.
Yeah, Starcade, Friday night.
I don't know what you're wasting your time for.
Is this Baby Doll? Baby Doll, I know that was you Jezebel! Hello, I'm looking for some horsemen.
I've got plenty. How many you need?
4.
4 horsemen.
Yes, sir. This Big Dust calling on behalf of Crocker Promotions.
Can't hardly understand what you're saying, but...
Sorry, I got a little bit of a lisp. What about Chris Benoit? Oh, he did. Sorry.
No, I don't really know what you're talking about.
Is this J.J. Dillon's?
No.
Don't lie to me, J.J.'s. You and I go way back, Jack.
Well, it ain't JJ. You got the wrong person.
Don't mess with the American dream, J.J. My eyes are open as big as silver dollars, Jack.
Well, you got the wrong guy.
You and I, J.J., leather strap match. Dustin Rhodes is the master of the strap match. J.J. Dillon, you a yellow dog.
You can never have too much Dusty Rhodes, can you? So, yeah, shout out there. Kid Chris, who actually put that together. Shout out to him. Funny DJ, one of the radio DJs on one of the rock stations back in the day. Love playing that clip. Clip always puts a smile on my face. So, second beer I got here, like I said, it's non-alcoholic. It's going to be a look at the Tsingtao and the 0.0, zero alcohol. It is actually something new they just released for the market. So for those of you that try to get some of the non-alcoholic beers on hand to give a try, this is one you may see out there. And I think, most things like under 0.5% ABV. This one, I believe, is under 0.3% ABV. So go ahead and give this a taste. Supposedly, it's supposed to have a decent feel to it. So let's see how this one turns out. All right. Tsingtao. Oh, that one came out definitely heady. I think this is actually the 11.2 ounce bottle, by the way. So kind of that international size, which is fine. It is what it is. There we go. But yeah, look at that. Again, nice clarity. Look at that. See right through it. Nice bubble action. Now, this is not a nucleated glass. This is a regular shaker pint, and you still got tons of carbonation to play, a nice feel to it, white billowy head for the most part. Interesting on the nose. I will definitely say, again, it's the green bottle effect, so it does have a little bit of a skunkiness on the nose, just like the kind of the Heineken's out the bottle. I don't know why they stay with green. Like, why can't you get with brown? You know what sunlight does to beers, and yet you actually do this. But again, it's got a little bit of that, like a lager graininess on the nose. Almost like a little bit of a burnt match type appeal to it. It's kind of interesting. Not totally what I was expecting there. But let's go ahead and give it a taste and see if it's any better. Interestingly, it does have a nice, decent enough floral appeal in the mouth. You get a crisp, clean type taste to it. But I mentioned that burnt match on the nose. You get a little bit of a burnt match appeal in the taste as well. You're getting a grassy note. What I will say in the texture and the quality of the beer versus some of the other non-alcoholic beers, it does have a pretty good high drinkability to it. It does have a nice feel texture-wise. It's got a good body on it. It's not really coming across too watery. One of the things I find on some of the non-alcoholic beers is that they have a seltzery type feel. This does not have that. This actually does taste pretty much like a light lager beer. So I will give them that. It's just that aftertaste that hits you. But it is pretty crisp and clean overall. I think if you wanted something of a break, this wouldn't be bad. Now, the only thing I will say again, when it did come being delivered by UPS, the can was definitely a little warm. This being a green bottle in that same package. Did the heat end up affecting it some on its way getting here? Maybe. However, I like to get it fresh, like off the thing, like off the tap, or when it first came out, and give it more of a fair comparison, probably. But overall, I mean, I can drink it. It might take a little bit of getting used to it. Like now, as I'm pretty much through the glass, I'm not getting that after effect as much, or maybe I just gotten used to it that quickly. I put my nose in there. That match is still there. So, yeah. Check out the lacing though. Lacing on the glass is also pretty nice too. I mean, that's a nice appeal for the appearance to it. So I think they did a nice quality of putting it together. It's just got that little bit of skunk funkiness to it. I mean, if they could actually do something along those lines, I think it'd be a little better off in my book. But I don't know. If you guys happen to pick this up, let me know what you think of it. Untap wise, for me, it'll probably be like a 275 that I'll put in. I don't, like I said, I don't hate it, and I could, like drink it if I wanted to break up the routine. But there has to be something done with a little bit of that aftertaste. That's the only thing in that aroma. But it's not. I've had worse. Put it that way. I've had worse. So. But there you go. A couple beers for International Beer Day. What I'm going to probably do here is actually end this stream. If you guys want to hang around some or come back, probably going to throw up another stream. I think I'm going to probably get Todd and Shannon up here for something. And then maybe off the 10th, might be in the house as well. We might do some Friday kickback, and then we might go ahead and drink some other brews. But just wanted to get something out. Again, to thank Keelan for getting this over to me from the beers. Appreciate you reaching out. And then, yeah, everybody celebrate International Beer Day. Grab something cold. I'll be back here in a little bit. And we'll probably get back into drinking some other stuff. I may actually just drink some whiskey tonight, too. So I got to go through some whiskeys I have here. So stay tuned, and we will be back shortly. See you in a bit.